Hello students, good morning all of you. I Ravindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho. I am taking the class of Shastri first. Today we see the critical appreciation of poem Death Be Not Proud. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we understand we understood explanation of the poem Death Be Not Proud. Today we see the critical appreciation. The thought-provoking poem Death Be Not Proud is composed by John Donne in 1633. Donne's Death Be Not Proud is one of a sequence known as Holy Sonnet 10. Donne is usually characterized as a metaphysical poet. The popularity of this poem lies in its unique subject, as it was a devotional as well as a warning to personified death. In this poem, Donne explores a theme he returns to elsewhere. He emphasizes the fact that death is not actually the end of human existence, nor is it necessarily something that should concern people. Using the metaphor of death, the poet argues that death is not permanent and it serves as an internal pathway to life hereafter. He also has demonstrated the Christian doctrine of resurrection and immortality of the soul, calling death as an inferior. At the beginning of the poem, death is shown as mighty and dreadful, as it has the power to take the lives of all. But the speaker denies its power immediately, saying poor death, and announces that it will not kill him. He presents his idea of afterlife and says that death is just a way to the never ending world of pleasure and life. He strongly says people never die. The age old characterization of the death is turned upside down by the speaker. The speaker characterizes the death for its illusionary pride. Actually, for the speaker, death is a slave to other unseen forces of the universe like destiny, coincidences, kings, and desperate men. Death becomes a passage from worldly weariness, pain, failure to the eternal pleasure and happiness. Death is more peacefully than the rest and sleep, which ultimately restore energy. The speaker proves that the death is only connected to the negative and destructive forces of the life, such as poison, battle, sickness, accident, etc. Opium and other drugs can bring sound sleep better than the death. Because of the servile nature of the death and its connection with the evil, events of the life of a human being, death should not be brought. Death itself has finality and end of the day of judgment, but human beings have life after death, which is eternal. Death Be Not Proud is a representative poem of logic. Donne has presented death as a powerless figure. He denies the authority of death with logical reasoning, saying that death does not kill people. Instead, it liberates their souls and directs them to eternal life. He does not consider it man's invincible conqueror. Instead, he calls it a poor fellow without having free will. The arrival of death is also compared with a short sleep rest that recuperates a person for the upcoming journey. The poet's denial to the conventional approach of death gives the reader a new interpretation. The major theme in the poem is the powerlessness of death. The poem comprises poet's emotions, mocking the position of death and arguing that death is unworthy of fear or awe. According to him, death gives birth to our souls. Therefore, it should not consider itself mighty or superior, as death is not invincible. The poet also considered death as an immense pleasure similar to sleep and rest. The speaker's tone in the sonnet is extremely defiant. The speaker uses personification to address death directly, and there is no humility in his words as he tells death not to be proud. On the contrary, his choice of language is dismissive. He refers to death as a slave to human whims, making death appear a small indeed, as it is used by desperate men to end lives and summoned by human in war. Death becomes sometimes of a service of humans, as he is described as offering soul's delivery. It is through the expedient death that people are able to reach their true destination in eternity. At last, we can conclude that the speaker directly addresses the personified figure of death, which he proceeds to mock, declaring that death cannot kill him. The poem ruminates to the nature of morality. Its speaker points out that there are so many ways to die that it is no source of pride to have dominion over death. Humans are the master of death, the poem argues. When we reach heaven and thus immortality, death ceases to matter.